Thought that was just about to crawl in my machine there. How do you get inside? I am just looking to do a quick video today, and I've pulled out this drawer which has got a lot of loose cartridges in it. I'm standing a bit close to it actually. Lots of loose cartridges from various different machines. Atari cartridges. There's a 32X one there. Some Mega Drive games down here. But what I'm really looking for is all of my Amstrad Plus cartridges, which I do have a fair few of. So I'll just dig all them out, and then I'll decide on a game to do a quick video of. I actually have quite a few of them. But I also have some boxed games, so I got them out as well. And I've decided to do a video, but I haven't decided which of these games to do the video of. Well, anyway, let's just have a quick look at these. I mean, there's nothing particularly amazing about these games because there wasn't that many games released on cartridge, and I do have quite a lot of them. But I do have two cartridges that were not originally... two games that were not originally released on cartridge. Prehistoric 2 and Striker in the Crypts of Trogan. And they are also Plus games, so that's the reason why I wanted to get them on cartridge. I've got a couple of duplicates as well. I've got Burning Rubber a few times, but the reason why I've got more than one is because for Amstrad computers, Amstrad Plus computers I should say, you do need a cartridge like this to be able to use it as a computer, because it's also got the operating system on the cartridge. And I've also got this one which is really dirty for some reason. I don't know why. That has no exit on it, which is a one-on-one fighting game. And yeah, just some of the typical Amstrad games. Should I do plotting? Let's do plotting. Yeah. Here we go. Well, I do have an Amstrad Gx4000, but I don't think it works anymore. So I won't be using that. But I do have my... just get this out of the way. I do have my Amstrad 6128 Plus, which I'm really happy to have, and I think it's a really cool machine. It's an underutilised machine, but it's a really, really good 8-bit computer. And now we're going to do a video of plotting. Converted by Twilight in 1990. I mean, of course it was 1990 because that's when all cartridge games came out, pretty much. So someone coming from a normal Amstrad game to something like this, they'd probably look at that and say, look at all those colours. It's a bit dark actually, isn't it? But... right, so straight into the main game. This is a very simple puzzle game, as far as I can see, unless there are hidden complexities that I don't know about. I do just have the cartridge, I don't have an instruction manual, but I think I've figured it out. I think what you need to do is throw your tile at the same tile, and then you'll pick up one that's next to it, and you'll have to throw that tile at the same one. But you need to make sure you're going to collect a tile that you can actually use, because if there aren't any available moves, then you lose a life. They seem to be high res when you have them over on the left there for some reason. Maybe it's because they are hardware sprites? But yeah, this is just one of those games that Ocean probably had scheduled already for the normal Amstrad CPC, and because the Plus machines came out, they were asked to make games for cartridge, and so they released it on Plus machine only. So normal Amstrad owners missed out. There's a thing that people say often, that a lot of the games released for the Gx4000 or Plus machines on cartridge were just normal Amstrad CPC games, but some of them are, but a lot of them aren't. This is one of them that is only available on cartridge. But yeah, it could have been easily released on a normal Amstrad. It's just it just looks slightly better on Plus hardware. So as the levels go on, you do get different backgrounds, which is a nice little touch. It does seem to have a Egyptian theme. I don't know if the theme changes as you go along, but the picture definitely changes. But also you get some slightly different layouts in the top there, which affects how your tiles rebound. So you can get caught out a little bit there if you're trying to aim at a certain tile, but you can't because of how the tiles are set up at the top there, if you see what I mean. And the game also has a nice jolly tune that gets annoying pretty quickly. So yeah, you just have to basically make sure what you pick up. So I'll pick up a green one here. There has to be another green one on the outside for me to be able to do the next move. I did see a Chinny Vision video of this a while back, and this looks much better on this machine than it does the Commodore 64 and a ZX Spectrum. It does kind of look like a 16-bit game, but a very low res 16-bit game. The whole bit thing is silly to me because bits is just basically talking about the processor that you have, which doesn't say too much about graphics, does it? But older machines like the ZX81 look very different to later machines like the Amstrad Plus, and they're both 8-bit. They're both 8-bit machines, so I think actually typically when people talk about 8-bit, they are really talking about the NES, aren't they? Nintendo NES. I think the Game Gear is a very colourful 8-bit machine as well. The game itself is nothing amazing, but it's converted very, very well to the Amstrad Plus. And I think this might be the only puzzle game that was released for the hardware, unless you include that pinball game. I don't know if pinball games count as puzzle games. I guess not. There's not an awful lot more to say about the game, to be honest. Twilight seems to be a very small company that worked for Ocean, but they worked for a few different companies. But there were quite a lot of very small companies that were just sort of work for hire studios. They did a bit of work for Ocean, did a bit of work for High Tech, that made a lot of Hanna-Barbera games. And their most famous game is that Alfred Chicken game. But they didn't last very long, they only lasted about 5 or 6 years and then closed down. Oh, I got a game over. Okay, well, there you go. So that's Plotting, an Amstrad cartridge game for the Gx4000 and Amstrad Plus computers. It's an alright game, nothing amazing, but it benefits well from being on the Plus machines. And it's very well converted as well, so one to get if you're interested in collecting Amstrad cartridge games. That's the end of the video, and thank you for watching.